21-0. And now they take on Southern Nazarene University, who is 1-1. They defeated Harvard 29-7, but lost to Indiana 38-0. And here we go with the kickoff. I believe Southern Nazarene University is in the white and red. Yep, the Crimson Storm. And Texas A&M Gray is in the dark jerseys. And Southern Nazarene University, the Crimson Storm, is going to storm into the tri-zone. And they do rather easily. And they open up the contest with the first try of the game. Very impressive start to Southern Nazarene University again. They are 1-1 today. Here comes the conversion. Kick is good. They are 1-1 today, defeated Harvard 29-7, but lost to Indiana 38-0. Indiana looking like the juggernaut of Pool A in the Premier Division. But Southern Nazarene University, if they can win here, have the possibility of finishing as the second place seed. Top two teams in each pool move on to the finals, into the playoffs tomorrow. And here we go with the kickoff, the kick return. Texas A&M fortunately able to recover the ball. Aggies on the way on the march. They have not won a game yet today, but they are trying their hardest. Crimson Storm with some good tackles. Aggies are able to get into Southern Nazarene University's territory. Now they're moving backwards. The Crimson Storm with some very strong defense. But the Aggies are moving. They just ate up a lot of meters there, trying to find the open man. Penalty against Southern Nazarene University, not rolling away. Aggies with the quick tap. Can they capitalize here on this penalty? Trying to find the open man, moving to the left side. They have number 2 open on the side. Will he be able to pass it? No, he gets caught. Where's the support? And penalty against the Aggies. Quick tap by the Crimson Storm. Crimson Storm moving forward. And again, there's a nice breakaway and another try scored by the Crimson Storm. Man, when they have an inch, they will take a mile, and that is what they've done on both tries. The Aggies cannot let them by, cannot go with some loose tackles. Again, this is game 3 for all sides. So a lot of tired bodies, a lot of tired shoulders, but when the Aggies gives Southern Nazarene that opening, they just storm literally right through it. So try score by Southern Nazarene University. I don't believe the conversion was good, so 12-0 is the score. Again, if Southern Nazarene University wins this one, they have the possibility of finishing in second. It just depends on what the score or what the outcome is between Harvard and Indiana on the other side of the pool. There's a good pass. Oh, unfortunately, does not go in the hand, but it stays in. Does it stay in? Yes, it does. Another try by Southern Nazarene University. Wow, capitalizing on that misplay, and Southern Nazarene University scores the try. Conversion coming. Here's the kick. And it's no good. No good. So score 17-0. Southern Nazarene University up over Texas A&M. Looking at the standings right now, Indiana's taking on Harvard on pitch number 1. If Indiana loses to Harvard, then and Southern Nazarene continues to win against Texas A&M, we will have a 3-way tie at the top of Pool A between Indiana, Southern Nazarene, and Harvard. And so then it'll be depending on point differential. Right now, Indiana way ahead of everybody else. But there's a possibility that either Southern Nazarene or Harvard can get that second place finish depending on if they win this match. So Southern Nazarene needs to win this match. Harvard obviously needs to win their match. If Harvard loses, Southern Nazarene automatically goes in as the number 2 seed. And right now, Southern Nazarene looks like they are just all over Texas A&M. Once again, another try. Southern Nazarene University not wasting their time with the Aggies. And that is a successful conversion. Scored Southern Nazarene University 24, the Crimson Storm 24, Texas A&M 0. Here we go with the restart. And Texas A&M, goes right through the hands. Fortunately, it does not knock on. So the Aggies do retain the ball. They got to at least score something here just to get some momentum going. But right now, it's been all Southern Nazarene University. They have really been looking like this is just game one for them, while for the Aggies, it definitely looks like game three. But we might have an opening here. Ooh, high tackle by Southern Nazarene. Yep, high tackle. So penalty against Southern Nazarene. Will the Aggies quick tap? They do. Aggies trying to figure out some way to get past the Southern Nazarene University's defense. Goes to the left. Nice little offload there. Finds the man open. Will that man be able to find the try zone? He has one more man on his left. Southern Nazarene University closes the door. And another penalty against Southern Nazarene University. Aggies are going to try to quick play again. Yep, they will. Oh, good defense by Southern Nazarene University. Aggies trying their hardest to get the try, and they do. The Aggies get on the board with their first try in the closing minutes of this first half. We're waiting for the conversion kick. Not the best of angles. And the kick is no good. But that is the half. Texas A&M able to score right before the half, so momentum kind of swinging into their favor. But the score, 24-5, Southern Nazarene University over the Aggies. Again, if you're looking at the NCR app, the way the standings work, Indiana's taking on Harvard right now. Southern Nazarene definitely rooting for Indiana to beat Harvard. That way, for sure, Southern Nazarene, if they win this match, finish as the number 2 seed. Harvard is denied that 2 seed spot. After this will be our final match of the day here on Pitch 2, Premier Division Pool B. Utah State taking on the University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy. Honestly, out of all the teams I've been watching, they are my favorite team that I've been watching so far. They play with a lot of heart, and unfortunately, they've lost both games, heartbreaker games. We'll go a little bit more into detail when their game shows up, but they are unfortunately have not won a match. Utah State dominant in Pool B. They've gone undefeated. So they for sure are moving on to the playoffs. While on the other half, on pitch one, Texas A&M, the main team takes on Drury, who we just saw earlier today. The Bearcats, I'm sorry, the Panthers, they will fight off to see who finishes second place in Pool B. All right, so here we go, rugby fans. Second half of this exciting matchup: Southern Nazarene University, the Crimson Storm, in the orange kits. Texas A&M gray in the black kits. Southern Nazarene University up 24-5. Texas A&M scored the try at the very end of the first half. Let's see if that momentum carries over into the second half. Kickoff to start the second half does not go 10 meters, so already a coach killer for Southern Nazarene. And it looks like we are trying to get another ball. And there we go. Fortunately, it looks like we now finally have our second ball on the pitch. For a while, we've only had one. It looks like I feel the one ball that we have is the best ball, and that second ball is just a backup if we have to have it. But it does seem to me that that second ball, the players and the officials do not want to use it if they don't have to. But that does cause a little bit of delay in play. Aggies with the ball, marching their way into these Crimson Storm territory. Crimson Storm trying to pull a page out of the Mean Green North Texas book with a maul, but fortunately for the Aggies, they were able to get their knee to the floor, so that is a tackle they have to release. The Aggies get the ball. Aggies with a getting tackled down. Penalty against Southern Nazarene. Aggies are on the run. Quick play. Aggies trying to cycle the ball to the right, trying to find an opening. Nice little cross field kick. Unfortunately, a little too much on it. So it goes out into touch. Line out to the Crimson Storm. Crimson Storm with the line out. Ball gets touched in, but good defense by the Aggies. Though Southern Nazarene able to get the ball back. And they're on the run. Will the Crimson Storm stay in play? They're moving their way back to the center of the pitch. Crimson Storm on the march again, trying to seal this game away from the Aggies, trying to secure themselves a spot in the playoffs. As we go into the right side, the Aggies trying desperately to stop the Crimson Storm, but they will not be able to. Try time for the Crimson Storm. Another try. Score right now: Southern Nazarene 29, Texas A&M 5. Kick to come. And the conversion is good. Score: Southern Nazarene University 31, Texas A&M 5. Again, it's looking more and more like Southern Nazarene University. The Crimson Storm out of Bethany, Oklahoma, are securing themselves a spot in the playoffs alongside Indiana. Of course, again, if Harvard is able to upset Indiana with a win, then we have a three-way tie at the top of Pool A, and it's all going to come down to point differential. And I don't know if Southern Nazarene University wants to deal with that. I think it's better just to secure themselves a win. So they're definitely rooting for Harvard to lose against Indiana. Indiana has been very, very impressive. I don't think Indiana has dropped a point to anybody thus far today. Knock on by the Aggies. Scrum to the Crimson Storm. And as you see, the Crimson Storm players just telling the boys to relax, calm, to slow the game down. They're well ahead. Best to kind of make sure nobody gets hurt in the waning moments of a game that's pretty much secured, especially if they have to get ready for the playoffs tomorrow. Crimson Storm with the put in for the scrum. Nice little scrum and good take. Crimson Storm on the attack again. Will they find the outside? Oh, good turnover by the Aggies. Wonderful play. And the Aggies get on the board, reminding the Crimson Storm it's not over yet, guys. It is not over. Beautiful try by the Aggies. Score: Texas A&M 10, Crimson Storm 31. Kick to come. And the kick is good. I mean, there's still time, but the point differential might just be a little too much for the Texas A&M. But hey, again, if Indiana loses to Harvard, point differentials might play a factor. So the more points that Texas A&M score, the worse it is for Southern Nazarene. So Texas A&M can easily play the spoilers here in this matchup. Southern Nazarene with the ball. Texas A&M gets the ball back. Wow, Texas A&M, I don't know what it was, but they are definitely playing with a spark lit under them. The touch official, the side judge is claiming there was a knock on. Match officials claim there wasn't. So we're still playing on. Texas A&M with the kick, cooked it a little too far. So now we're going back. Apparently there is a penalty against Texas A&M for being offsides. Southern Nazarene here with the quick play. And now we're coming back again. I think maybe the quick play was not played on the spot of the penalty. So my apologies. I can't quite make out what the match official is claiming is happening. But we had a stop and play. And it looks like it's ball to Southern Nazarene for a scrum. It's possible that the last penalty was a knock on, so we have to have a scrum. You can't do a quick tap on a knock on. You have to scrum. So that's possibly what he was trying to tell Southern Nazarene, that they couldn't quick play it. They have to scrum it. Either way, that's a lot of time being taken off of the clock for Southern Nazarene, which is not something that they're going to be mad about. It does not benefit the Aggies. As you see again, Crimson Storm taking their time with the put in, wasted as much clock as they can. Somehow the Aggies were able to get the ball back. And now the Aggies trying to score at least some more points if they can. One more try just to make it a little bit more difficult for Southern Nazarene in case there is a win by Harvard over Indiana on pitch one. Texas A&M trying to cycle the ball back. Southern Nazarene, I think at this point, just wants to end the game. The Aggies trying their hard. Oh, we might have a maul here. Nope, tackle down. Aggies trying to find the way. They are really battering down onto that left side, that blind side. And it looks like the Aggies cycling back, trying to cycle to the right. Southern Nazarene not allowing the Aggies to move very far. They're going more lateral. Now we got some breakaway. Aggies almost making it through. Where's the support? There he is. But Southern Nazarene with that defense stopping the Aggies from getting too close to the try zone. Will they get the turnover right here? I think they will. And they do. Southern Nazarene with the jackal and the turnover. The Aggies not able to release the ball. So I think Southern Nazarene's going to probably call it. Yep. And that is the game. Full time. Our final score: Southern Nazarene University 31, Texas A&M 12.